Wario's Woods became the last NES game ever. See, as it turns out, there actually is a Wario's Woods.
Oh, God. Bob? Why are you dressed like a douche?
What the hell are you? You can call me the AntiThinker. And I'm totally here to take your show, bro. What? Do you think last week was a joke? Sorry, bro, but it looks like I'm here to stay. Yeah, so since this is my show now, I guess we're gonna need a new first episode, because you don't know where you're going till you know where you've been, right? So I'm gonna present to you, the game AntiThinker's History of Video Games. You heard? Now, you know, the problem with video games and telling the history of them is that video games basically sucked for like a real long time. I mean, look at some of this shit. This here is Pong, one of the first games ever. The fuck is this? I mean, you can't give them shit over graphics because it was like the 70s and shit and they couldn't draw good, but it's like tennis. Who the fuck wants to play tennis on a computer? If I wanted to play tennis, I'd go outside and play tennis. Except I wouldn't, because tennis is fucking gay. So, later on, I guess they learned how to draw more better, right? So they made up this game Pac-Man. It's got colors and stuff, but what the fuck is going on? Who is this dude? Why is he a ball? Why the fuck do I want to play as some yellow ball what eats fruit and shit? And where is this? Is he in a building or something? I'm just not feeling like the narrative, I guess, is what I'm saying. And why do these jellyfish want to kick his ass? What's that about? Did you see that movie with that guy from Meet the Fockers where he got stung by a jellyfish and that hot chick had to piss on him to fix it? That shit was off the hook. Fucking Oscar-worthy and shit. Anyway, they finally got better at drawing shit until they could draw, you know, dudes. So I'm finally like, yeah, let's get some realism up in here. About time. But look at the dude they drew. Some fat-ass Italian in overalls. What, they didn't have Tommies in the 80s? And why didn't they give the dude a gun or nothing? Just some big Gaylord hammer like he's Bugs Bunny or whoever. See, this is why the first reason video games sucked for so long. Look at all the stuff they was trying to draw. Queer-ass aliens, queer-ass dwarfs, queer-ass cartoon shit, queer-ass... Dude, I don't know what the fuck that's even supposed to be, but it's fucking queer. You see, the problem was, they was making games for fucking nerds, and nerds love all that homo outer space fantasy shit, cause, you know, their lives suck. I mean, in the real world, they ain't got no pussy, ain't got abs for shit, so they gotta do all this homo outer space stuff and use their imaginations just to get by. It's fucking pathetic. Eventually, the nerds got all mad about having to, like, leave their mom's house and go to the arcade because they knew all the real men would totally beat their ass on the way there, right? So they ended up having video games in your house. But then someone took that stupid movie where the alien had, like, the big light-up dildo finger or whatever and made a game from it. And that game was so shitty, even the fucking nerds didn't want to play it. So that was over for a while, but then it came back. So, like, they brought back the dude in overalls, I guess, and I thought maybe I'd like this one more, because you look at the cover, and at least now he's wearing clothes like the color a human might wear, but then you play the game, and it's like fucking flowers and mushrooms and all this homo Alice in Wonderland Walt Disney shit. Hey, dude, get yourself a AK, shoot that fucking dragon thing, bang that bitch, and be done with this shit already. Go about your business. I mean, how the hell did video games last so long to turn awesome when there was all this crap? Look at these candy-ass suckers. Elf, Marshmallow Dude, fucking Inspector Gadget, dumbass blue rat thing. That dude's made of balls, homo. This one actually looked pretty good. Dudes are fucking ripped, got some guns, like Rambo 2 up in here. Then you play it and it's like, one hit kills you? And then I went down to like hide and check it. My health didn't even start going back up. What the hell? How's a brother supposed to camp? Alright, now, this one I knew I was gonna like, right? These guys both look like my boy Van Damme. But then I play the game and it's like, ninjas? Dude, what the fuck is all this Asian shit? This is the other big problem with video games back in the day, was like a lot of them was secretly from Japan. Why do you fucking gamer nerds love Japan so fucking much? I mean, didn't you see fucking Rising Sun and shit? Or that movie with the airplanes, what that guy with the town was in? Japan is the bad guys. Look that shit up. And don't talk to me about ninjas. Ain't no ninja can really fight for shit in the real world. You know how I know? You ever seen a ninja on the UFC? No, I didn't think so. Octagon, motherfucker. Respect that shit. I mean, look at what the fucking Japanese put in these games. Little whiny dudes with spiky crayon hair, fucking chicks and stuff, little animals, stupid robots. You hardly ever see a dude what looks like a dude. And if anyone has a gun, it's probably like a laser or something stupid like that. I seen this one where you're in like a plane just dodging dots or whatever, and that shit was way too fucking hard. So it sucked, but like, you know, nerds love Asian shit, so Japan got to like totally take over video games for the 80s and 90s. I guess that wasn't the case if, like, you gamed with computers, but, dude, if you had a computer back then, you were, like, king dorks, so I wouldn't fucking know. See, Japan is, like, weird. From what I can tell, they haven't even been around for that long, because, like, probably no one could live there back in the day, because there was dragons, I guess. But then when Jesus killed all the dinosaurs, I guess dragons got extinct too, so then there was Japanese people there. But there was two kinds, ninjas and samo guys, and they, like, fought each other for 1 billion years. I don't know which side won. Then it got weird because they declared World War II on America, and America totally dropped a huge nuke on their ass. But I guess that the bomb was like, brought dinosaurs back, and the dinosaurs broke all their houses and shit, and that pissed them off. So they decided to take revenge on America by turning all our kids queer with shitty video games and backwards comic books. So video games basically kept sucking, like right up until the millennium changed over, and then slowly people started learning how to make stuff not suck. They figured out how to make games in 3D so they'd look less like cartoons, but then they stuck the cartoons in there anyway. Look at this game with the Jets. Looks alright, right? But then you see the cover, and it's about a bunch of stupid animals. What the fuck? That's like if in the Fast and the Furious, it turned out Toretto was a pug the whole time. Queer. And then that mustache guy got to be in 3D with all his dumb friends, and so did the elf and the little blue robot guy, except somebody took his hat away for some reason. Probably because he was being a tool. You know, I did like that one game in 3D where you played as the big titty chick. Yeah, I don't usually like games where they make you play as a girl because I'm afraid that you're going to have to, like, you know, make out with a dude or, like, get your period in one level. But this one was okay because she had these two big fucking guns. And also, if you, like, ran her into the wall, it totally sounded like some dude was plowing her. Fucking awesome. They actually started to make games where you played the whole thing as a gun, which was awesome, but they didn't figure it out right away. Like, you're in this one, and it's supposed to be on Mars. Hello? You can't be on Mars. There's no air and shit. Didn't you see that one Terminator movie? They made other gun games on Earth where you could be a soldier, which sounds totally awesome, except you could only be a soldier from back in the olden days. Dude, what the fuck? They didn't even have the best guns then. And then, her savior appeared. John fucking Madden. Madden was a dude who coached football, like, way back in the day. I think maybe he invented football, actually. When he was done with football, Madden made a bunch of movies. I rented them, but they all sucked, and I guess he knew that they sucked, so he decided to get into video games instead. And for that, we're all lucky. See, John Madden was smart as hell. He knew video games were turning all the kids into nerds and queermos, and so they couldn't be good in football, so he had to stop this. So Madden invented up his own series of games, like the Counterbalance, all that other stuff. And dude, it worked. I mean, if it wasn't for being able to get my Madden on, I never ever would have bought a video game console. And I never would have become the game AntiThinker. Anyway, after Madden saved us, things started to get totally better. They moved the gun games into Modern Wars, so you could, like, pretend you were killing those Osama bin Laden guys, and that was awesome. And then they made these games where you can kill hookers and shoot cops, and those are okay, except they don't really tell you, like, where you're supposed to go all the time, and I get totally lost. But I really like that one that was in the 80s, so you could be like Scarface. I fucking love Scarface. My top movies is always a tie between Scarface and the director's cut of Scarface. Anyway, just when it looked like games were finally going to be good, the Japanese guys came back and invented this totally lame new thing where you could play the games by swinging your hands like a dumbass. I guess all kinds of old people bought it because it made a shit ton of money. And so all those queermo guys I thought we got rid of came back to life. Battle continues, I guess. So yeah, that's the history of video games, bro. I mean, I guess I didn't get into all that specifical stuff, you know, because that takes time, but you don't need to worry. Yeah, I'm gonna be chilling here in the Game OverThinker's brother's house for a long fucking time, and there's gonna be plenty of time to talk about that. That's right, bros. I'm gonna be reviewing some of these, like, classic games that all you homo gamer nerds keep telling me are so special. So, check back next time for that, Chief.